I'm sure your viewers also might be wanting to know that what is the science in it. We say it's scientific. What is the science in it? So see, Vastu basically works on the principles of 5 elements, Panch Tattva: air, water, fire, earth and sky, right? Like these elements have an impact on us, right? आपने आयुर्वेद में सुना होगा या योगा में भी सुना होगा, कफ, वात and पित्त. What is कफ, वात and पित्त?
Hello and welcome to the next episode of my podcast Archeologues, where I bring architectural monologues and dialogues for everything architecture and beyond. Our guest for today is a very famous astrologer and Vastu consultant, Riddhi Bahel. Welcome, Riddhi, to our podcast.
Thank you so much, Manu. It's a really pleasure being here with you, especially.
Yeah, we've worked on a few projects as well together.
Yes,
and I know that, I have known you more as a Vastu consultant and less of an astrologer.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, when I did my research on you, I realized that, you have a background on astrology. So in a very quick way, if you can just tell about your journey, because if you see astrology and Vastu, they are related, but they're not actually overlapping.
Yeah.
But how has your journey been from, did you start from astrology and then go on to Vastu?
Absolutely,
or
right.
vice
Bilkul
versa?
sahi. That's the way it started. I started with astrology only, and I technically hold a degree of PhD in astrology.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was doing astrology, and I had a couple of very happy clients, who became regular with me. And in these sciences, Manu, faith plays a very important role. So there were clients who started coming to me, and they were really trusting me. And some of them would come and say, "Ma'am, we are buying a new house. Please tell us something about it. Why don't you come and check?" So I would say, "I don't know Vastu." They said, "No, we want you only to come and check whatever you know."
Yeah.
So and that started happening a little more frequent with people. So then I thought, maybe let me just see what Vastu is all about and how does it actually connects, because there are so many other sciences also when we talk about occult sciences, but astrology being a part of our culture, it's a Vedic science, and it is very logical. So I wanted to pursue a science which has logic. So then I researched about Vastu, that what it is. So architecture जो है उसको हिंदी में जो है वास्तु शिल्पकारी कहा जाता है, so in ancient times, Vastu and architecture was one field itself.
Correct.
It's now that they have been divided into two different branches.
Yeah.
So there was a disconnect, Anyways, so when I got into deep into Vastu, then I realized that astrology and Vastu also has a very deep connection, and they are kind of interlinked, So that is how the journey into Vastu began.
Okay. So you used a word called faith.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Now faith or blind faith.
Okay.
ये बहुत ही एक tricky situation हो जाती है,
Correct,
because
correct.
a lot of times we find that both kind of clients come to us. Sometimes people come to say we just don't believe in this, but आप basic देख लेना.
Correct,
Because
correct.
something is built and then
Yeah.
later on they don't want somebody else coming and saying something to them.
Putting a doubt in their minds.
Huh. Yeah. So actually that is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is it more of a fear-based,
Yeah.
sort of placebo that one is giving to someone,
Okay.
or there is a real science? And if you could cite an example or a little story
Yeah.
that you could share,
Yeah.
which could help illustrate this.
Correct. Okay, so Vastu is absolutely scientific. Firstly, it has nothing to do with lucky, unlucky, shubh, ashubh, ya vahm. It is not a superstition. It is not something which is here to instill fear.
But so is said about astrology also.
Yes, absolutely. It's the same, as I said, they
So
work on
जब
the
आप
same
consult
principles.
करते हो तो आप पत्री भी देखते हो साथ में?
देखो वो डिपेंड करता है, डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम केस टू केस, डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम इंडिविजुअल टू इंडिविजुअल. अभी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा वास्तु का बताती हूँ, सिंस यू सेड साइट एन एग्जांपल दैट इट्स इन साइंस, व्हिच आई एम श्योर योर व्यूअर्स आल्सो माइट बी वांटिंग टू नो दैट व्हाट इज द साइंस इन इट. वी से इट्स साइंटिफिक. व्हाट इज द साइंस इन इट?
बिल्कुल.
So see, Vastu basically works on the principles of 5 elements, Panch Tattva: air, water, fire, earth and sky. Right? Like these elements have an impact on us, right? आपने आयुर्वेद में सुना होगा या योगा में भी सुना होगा, कफ, वात and पित्त. What is कफ, वात and पित्त? Kaf is basically earth and water. Vat is air. Pitt is fire. So Ayurveda says that whenever any health issue you have is basically a imbalance of any of these elements that leads to health impact. So the way these elements have an impact on our body, similarly these elements have an impact on a structure. be it your office, be it your house, be it your factory.
So you're looking at a building like a human.
Yes,
almost.
absolutely.
Which is what the Vastu Purush Mandala is also.
Exactly.
showing.
And Vastu also see, what do you see? You see, sunlight किधर से आ रही है, air flow कैसा हो रहा है, right? So similarly, the other
but
elements.
ये कई बार बड़ा illogical सा हो जाता है. For example, I mean we've seen cases where design wise it is illogical.
Okay.
भाई आपकी एक जनरल अगर एक एम्प्टी प्लॉट है और आपकी ठीक है मैं बात समझ रही हूँ कि आपने जो है वो साउथ की तरफ से ऑब्वियसली सन को ब्लॉक करना है, विंटर्स में वेलकम करना है, नॉर्थ को कीप इट लाइट, ऑब्वियसली यू वांट टू हैव लार्ज ओपनिंग्स एंड गेट नेचुरल लाइट, राइट? दैट्स आल्सो द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सस्टेनेबिलिटी. बट कई बार बड़ा इलॉजिकल हो जाता है. कोई अपार्टमेंट है, कुछ है, मान लीजिए आपने एक सर्टेन प्लेस से आपको एंट्री लेनी थी बट वहां बाय चांस नेचुरली एक टॉयलेट बना हुआ है, वहीं सन स्लैब है, दूसरी जगह नहीं है. नहीं जी, अब तो जी वास्तु कंसल्टेंट ने बोल दिया अब वो टॉयलेट वहां तोड़ के वहां से एंट्री लेनी.
नहीं,
so, मतलब you know, how do you beat that?
So see, देखो ये नहीं होता. देखो ये सब जो चीजें आप बता रहे हो ना, ये हाफ नॉलेज वाले बेग लोग ना बहुत है मार्केट में. देयर आर पीपल हु हैव हाफ नॉलेज. एंड Manu, the sad part with these sciences, where the astrology and vastu, is the fear factor. Right? एक मन में ना वहम लोगों ने डाल दिया है. These sciences are guiding sciences, whereas they have become sciences of fear. लोगों ने डर डाल के यहाँ पे अगर किचन नहीं होगा तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. ऐसा किसी भी वास्तु के स्क्रिप्चर में नहीं लिखा है कि अगर ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो ये हो जाएगा. There are no examples.
So what about those broad guidelines of the kitchen should be in the southeast or whatever? No, you should cook facing in this direction.
Yeah, so I'll tell you on that. Especially let's pick up the example of the kitchen only, right? Because that's the hot topic. देखिए, kitchen south east में होना चाहिए. अब south east में क्यों होना चाहिए? Now look at the logic. Now here I'll explain the science also. Sun rises in the east, sets on the west.
मैं कह रही हूँ विंडो ही नहीं है वहाँ.
हाँ ठीक है, मैं आपको बोली किचन साउथ ईस्ट में होना चाहिए. क्यों होना चाहिए वो बता रही हूँ. देखो, वास्तु वर्क्स ऑन द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ वर्क्स ऑन द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ 5 एलिमेंट्स प्लस द मूवमेंट ऑफ सन. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west, travels via south. That is for people who are living in the northern hemisphere. For people living in the southern hemisphere, sun rises in the east, sets in the west, travels via north, right? तभी वास्तु वहाँ का अलग हो जाता है because polarity differs, right? Now lot of vastu consultants don't even know this. They don't even apply. They just copy paste. जो यहाँ पे नॉर्थ जो इंडिया में अप्लाई होगा वही ऑस्ट्रेलिया में होगा या वही साउथ अफ्रीका में होगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. पहली चीज, ठीक है. सेकेंड थिंग कम्स साउथ ईस्ट वाला प्रिंसिपल. Now this I'm talking in context with the northern hemisphere. We are living in the northern hemisphere.
Correct.
As I said, sun rises in the east, sets in the west, travels via south. Now southeast is the direction where sun is during 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. जब साउथ ईस्ट में सन हो, आप कंपास करके देखना तो वो मतलब आपको साउथ ईस्ट मिलेगा दिन में 12 बजे से 2 बजे तक, which is the hottest part of the day, be it summers, be it winters. Therefore it is called as Agni Kond. It is the hottest zone, right? Fire zone हम उसको कहते हैं क्योंकि वहाँ गर्मी सबसे तेज होती है. In the house, where is live fire? It is in the kitchen, right? So if you're making your kitchen in the southeast, you're aligning your structure with the nature. That is it. But अगर वो नहीं है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है. That is what I'm trying to say.
To answer my question, suppose वहाँ विंडो नहीं है.
हाँ, right.
So you're actually not really aligning yourself. मतलब I'm giving you a tricky situation. Suppose your house has an adjacent house on the southeastern edge, and it doesn't really make sense to put the kitchen there.
Correct.
You probably can make a small shaft by design.
Yeah.
But logically, by design, it makes more sense to put it in south.
Yeah.
So then, would you prefer कि भाई साउथ ईस्ट में होना चाहिए, or would you as a consultant also look at the fact कि भाई natural light and ventilation and actual flow of energy is better on that side?
Actually, we'll have to see
you
the
can go for the second best or the third best.
Yes, one has to see the practicality. Now why? See, when Vastu was written, the way the houses were designed then and the way the houses are designed now is very different. When Vastu was written, even in olden times, I remember my old house in my parental place had a big courtyard. There used to be only one toilet, and the bathing area would be separate, and the kitchen would be on the other corner.
Correct.
Now things are very different. Family sizes have squeezed, property prices have increased, so the house sizes have squeezed in. Right? Now you have just 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom apartment. Right? So now the way we are living is very different. When Vastu was written, there was no concept of apartments. Right? So therefore one has to, but the 5 elements remain the same. Right? So the basic remains the same. But keeping those basics in mind, we have to change our thinking and apply it in the modern context. So therefore your question, साउथ ईस्ट में अगर जगह नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं. जहां से लाइट और वेंटिलेशन होता है, हमें किचन को वहां रखना है. Okay.
So I
Okay.
have mostly worked with you not on residences,
Okay.
but we have worked on large projects.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that with this scientific mindset of
Yeah.
yours, you make a good case
Yeah.
for working collaboratively
Yeah.
on large scale projects.
Yeah.
तो मेरे दो questions हैं.
जी.
सबसे पहला सवाल तो ये है कि how difficult is it to work with architects?
Well, with you, certainly it is not. You're the best architect I've worked with. Okay, so see, again, Manu, it depends. There are a lot of, questions to it, a lot of criteria to it, rather, I would say. Certain architects are open to it. Certain architects said, if the client wants, we can't say anything, Certain architects are totally a complete no, we don't believe in Vastu, we'll not follow Vastu, right? Rather, I met one of the architect and he said that, even I discourage my clients if they are really persistent, then I don't take such a case where, Vastu person is involved.
Basic things like
right?
bed head positions, which
Yeah.
is magnetic, earth की magnetic
Absolutely,
line के साथ
yes,
align, मतलब
yes.
वो तो एक ऐसी
Basic
चीज है
चीज़
जो
है,
कि
exactly.
कोई वास्तु करे या ना करे फॉलो
Exactly.
आप खुद भी अपनी लाइफ में अप्लाई
कर
करोगे ना
सकते हो, right.
सो बट मेरा क्वेश्चन कुछ और है मैं इसको थोड़ा डिफरेंटली पूछती हूँ
हाँ.
आर्किटेक्ट्स के साथ वर्क
हाँ.
करने का
हाँ.
बेस्ट प्रोसीजर क्या है व्हाट इज द राइट टाइम यू वुड लाइक टू कम ऑन टू द प्रोजेक्ट
Okay.
so that you can work collaboratively
Correct,
because I
correct.
have seen many a times clients really don't have this understanding they feel
Yeah.
कि सब कुछ हो जाने के बाद हम एक बार दिखा लेते हैं
Correct.
a lot of times
They have.
like when we have worked with you we brought you right in the beginning when
yeah.
the site was absolutely raw
Right.
so that we could join our hands and then discuss कि okay like I just said कि okay
Yeah.
ये position मुझे suit नहीं करती
Correct,
design
right,
wise
right,
can
right.
I put it here
Correct,
rather
correct.
than doing remedial I think a lot of people do remedial
Yeah,
also कि
yeah.
ये copper wire डाल दो
Correct. Yeah.
all that so I'll talk about
Right,
that
right. Okay, so see, your first question that, how difficult it is to work with architects. Well, it's not difficult at all, to be very honest, right? Like I said, depends. And see, eventually we all are catering to the client's needs, If the clients wants, fine.
and we want best for the client
Exactly, we want best for the client. And also, Manu, if somebody comes up with logic, like even for you, if I explain you with logic, you will also say, ha, Riddhi, what you're saying is right. Even like you and me, maybe, we work together, but if I talk illogical, you will not agree.
Yeah.
Why will you?
Yeah.
Right? So
design
that
is logic after all.
Right? Then second thing, like I said, the way this designing aspect has become now, the way buildings are designed now is very different from the way it was done earlier.
Yeah.
So one has to see the practicality also. Like you said, आप entrance पे एकदम तो toilet नहीं बना देंगे ना, maybe it is right as per vastu,
Yeah.
but that is not logical, that is
Yeah.
not practical. Right? So one has to see the practicality also, keep that also in mind.
So have there been situations where you've come in the end and you've found everything is wrong?
Well,
मैं क्या करूँगी? What do you do?
Like you said, what is the right time? Certainly, when the project is just begin to start on the designing level, if you involve a vastu person, then everything falls at place. Then one can look at the practicality also, one can look at the client's needs also, and one can look at the vastu also. So everything is in tandem. Yes, if you call me halfway, or if you call me once, everything is completed, yes, that is the time when, we depend more on the remedial part.
Okay.
Right? So that is where the remedial part comes. But again, just at the inception of the project, then, we can really avoid remedies. See, Vastu mein, they were, to be very honest, the ancient Vastu text doesn't, talks much about remedies. These are just recently developed things, And I've seen a lot of clients also come to me saying, nahi, ab to humne ye le liya, ab remedy kar do aap to. They are also hell-bent on getting remedies done. So remedies is the last resort that we do. Yes, there are remedies. I don't say there are not. But then that is what we would not really want to do, or any logical or any learned Vastu person would not want to do.
Remedials are placebo?
Not exactly, but
well, as a mirror लगा दिया यार, I mean, I do feel that materials
I'll tell you the logic. See, everything in Vastu, everything is logical. Everything every why, can be answered. So like you said, is remedy is placebo. I'll give you a very good example of T-point houses, right?
Okay.
A lot of people have this fear that, T-point पे घर है तो वास्तु के हिसाब से सही नहीं होता है. अब क्यों नहीं होता? Nobody wants to get into it, but बस सुन लिया कि सही नहीं होता तो सही नहीं होता है, right? And what the Vastu people tell the remedy as, put a mirror in front of the house, so that is a remedy to it. Now, understand the logic. What is a T-point? When there's a road coming from this side and the other side, what happens? T-point houses leads to accidents. Why? Because the road coming from both the sides. Now, putting a mirror, the person can see, so it will avoid accident. This is the logic.
But this is not inside the house. This is outside.
This is
onto
outside.
the junction.
Yeah, this is outside. Obviously, तो
जैसा
accident
कि
is
normally एक
Yeah.
that viewing mirror which is put onto junctions.
Exactly. That is so. That is what they sell it as remedy. But if you see, that is logic. Right. So
True.
similarly, just like Shermukhi, Gaumukhi, a lot of people are confused
हाँ,
about this also.
This is a very good topic
Yes.
which I would like to cover. मतलब it's so many people. I mean, just I think last week somebody was asking me कि this is this plot that we're looking at.
It is
ये
Shermukhi.
Shermukhi plot
I
है.
know,
Should
I
we buy it or not? It's like okay.
They came to me only. I know. I visited their house also.
Okay.
Right. So yes. So now again, look at the logic and why did the Sher and Guy thing came, right? Now Shermukhi is where the face is broad and the body is sleek. It is said that for commercial properties, Shermukhi is better. Now why? In commercial,
You need more frontage.
Yes, especially when Vastu was written, there were no industries as such. There were more shops where you had to display. So therefore, if your display is bigger, it is better. Whereas Gaumukhi, the face is small, where the body, when you go more deep inside, the body becomes big.
Yeah.
So for a residence, now what do you want in residence? You want peace. You want to be away from the outside. If there's a road outside, from that hustle bustle, so you get more peace. That is the logic.
अब मान लीजिए किसी ने commercial property ली, which is a Gaumukh. How would you sort of take care of that? अब तो property की ही shape वैसी है.
Right. See, firstly, there is nothing wrong in having a Gaumukh and there's nothing wrong in having a Shermukh as a residence.
Firstly, how do you handle?
अब यहाँ पे placebo आ जाता है थोड़ा सा. Okay. Yeah, although of course I do give the reason. I do tell if they're convinced, which most of them are. So yes, if they are not, then we do certain remedies, as in to get the shape regular of the plot. This so even Vastu says the more regular the shape of a plot is, the better it is.
But believe even in construction, it is.
Yes,
better,
yes. But I have worked. Recently I worked in a factory in Calcutta, and the shape was like a pistol. Can you imagine? It was like this, like a pistol. Exactly. We did Vastu, and the factory is working absolutely fine. They did have certain challenges. That's why they called me, but then it did work fine. So ऐसा नहीं होता. And see, believe me, in Vastu there's no thumb rule कि अगर जैसे kitchen south east में नहीं है तो गलत ही होगा. ऐसा नहीं है. Please, don't have these negative notions.
And one of the most funniest things that I heard recently was someone was talking about solar panels, right? The solar panels normally are facing towards the south.
Yeah, because of the sunlight. Yeah.
So then the south side is lower, right? So this person said that, can we put the solar panels in the other direction? And I was like so aghast.
Yes.
I was like, no, that is not possible.
So, how does these questions come? Because firstly, certainly lack of knowledge. We are not aware of our scriptures only. Thirdly, and which is the most important point, is social media. There are such quacks on the social media, and they are with half-baked knowledge, and they spread all sorts of things. So, and it is human nature, Manu, that I'll speak one good thing, you'll not remember, but if I'll speak one negative, that will keep haunting you. So
ये बात आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. So जो fear psychosis है, मैंने ये देखा है. Like I personally do not like to show my horoscope to generally my hand to people.
People, right?
Simple reason that वो कोई बात बोल देते हैं और वो मन में बैठ जाती है. Right. I have seen this work with some of my clients as well. Because when they come in, they come with some preconceived notions. Right? कि किसी ने कोई बात उनको बोल दी. Now I don't know the credibility of that person.
Yes.
वो scientific कितने थे, वो क्या है क्या नहीं. But something may have happened. See, everybody has something or the other in their family, right?
Yeah.
So वो उसको उसके साथ relate करके, and then they'll be like, now we are so sort of hell bent upon getting everything right. मतलब even WC का direction, like everything. Like so, एक question ऐसे करते हैं उसको. What is the right way to limit one's thought, so that it remains at logic and doesn't go towards fear?
Okay. So when I do a project with anybody, I tell them, that देखो वास्तु is no magic. ऐसा नहीं वास्तु करने से life में problems नहीं आएंगी, right? They will come. And now what happens? You've done a new house, and you're facing certain problem. Now somebody walks in your house, some relative whom you really trust, and says, "Oh, you put this wrong. That is why the problem is coming." Now maybe putting that thing has no connection with the problem you're facing, but you'll start linking it.
Exactly.
Right? So now this is where, you have to really control yourself, and this is where you don't have to listen to everybody and anybody.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what, so you have to just accept this, that challenges are a part of life, they will happen. Then why do we use Vastu if you say that challenges are a part? Just to see that there's broad alignment of things, like in a residence, when we do a residential Vastu, what is that the aim of the person who's getting a residential Vastu is to see that there's happiness within the family members, there's bonding amongst the family members, there are no major health issues. ये नहीं कि health खराब नहीं होगी अगर वास्तु नहीं होगी, पर major कोई बड़ी illness या untimely कोई death, ऐसी चीजें ना हो. When we look at commercial, what do we want? We want more action, we want more productivity, we want the staff to work in alignment,
the flow of energy has to be within the space. I think so I look at it from the energy perspective.
Absolutely,
also,
it is energy.
Every space has got natural elements.
Correct.
Sun kahan se aa raha hai, wind directions kya hai,
exactly.
You want glare free natural light in certain areas. And so I think that kind of broadly aligns with the principles of Vastu.
That is what Vastu is all about. It is not कि यहाँ नीली टेप लगा दो, यहाँ लाल टेप लगा दो, यहाँ पे ये होता है, बहुत लोग करते हैं, यहाँ पे ये गाड़ दो, यहाँ पे ये डाल दो, ये झंडा लगा दो. This all is not Vastu, believe me. We made a gimmick of the whole subject, and that is one of the reasons why that fear thing is coming. That is one of the reasons why people are getting away from all this, right? Correct. So they need to know, always whenever you hire a consultant, it's always important you inquire a little bit, and please don't fall trap to a consultant who gives you too many remedies and illogical remedies, right? ठीक है, remedies कई जगह होती हैं, जरूरत पड़ती है, but then there is a logic, there is a reason,
बात समझ में आनी
चाहिए. जैसे आप साउथ ईस्ट में किचन है तो क्यों है, शेरमुखी है तो क्यों है, there is a reason for everything.
Correct. Right. So Vastu for commercial buildings, right? Or for large scale projects. अब जैसे for example कोई school है, right? Now वहाँ तो usually one doesn't have kitchen and bedrooms and stuff. Correct. वहाँ का वास्तु कैसे करते हो?
देखो वहाँ पे फिर क्या क्या चीजें हैं, what are the things, like even for hospitals, I've done for a lot of hospitals also, Vastu. So what are the things that are important, right? Firstly is the position of the classrooms. Then there are activities. Where should the swimming pool be? Where should the admin block be? Where should the playgrounds be? What are the activities that are happening? Same as in the hospital. Where should the reception be? Where should be the operation theater be? Right? Where should the storage be? So all these things, one has to see.
You look at depending on heavier areas or lighter areas.
Yeah, exactly. And see, every direction, like see, south is a direction we associate with heat. Right, with fire is energy, is action, right? So अगर जैसे लोग ये भी कहते हैं साउथ फेसिंग है गलत है, वो नहीं है, साउथ फेसिंग तो बल्कि अच्छा है, because वहीं तो एक्शन हो रहा है. Especially for commercial properties, south facing is very good.
Very good.
We did this research where we saw especially people who are dealing in garments, so garment related factories and shops, which were south east facing especially, were doing exceptionally well. Right? So it is like this, like west is a very good direction for business people. So every direction has certain good points and certain not so good points. कोई भी direction 100% अच्छा नहीं होता है, कोई भी direction खराब नहीं होता है. Depends on what are your requirements.
Obviously. It's the same in design also.
Absolutely.
When somebody comes to us with a tricky plot, there are ways to make that work.
Absolutely.
Right? And still ways to make it more efficient or look or feel, because everything is energy after all.
Correct.
And I think Vastu in general aligns with the principles of sustainability.
Yes, absolutely.
It is actually a very sustainable way of science.
Yes, it is.
Is there any pattern that you see? So this is not my question, this is his question. Okay. Architects के horoscope में, successful architects के horoscope में आपको क्या दिखता है? And I was like, okay, this is a very different question. I will ask that to Riddhi.
Well, hard work certainly and correct वास्तु
दिखता है इसमें आपको.
नहीं देखिए architects के, like in astrology we have a branch of astrology which is professional astrology. In fact अभी मैं उसी पे एक research भी कर रही हूँ, ups and downs of career उसमें, so that's separate. So we see what are the parameters that makes a person a architect. Now this is one thing. Second thing comes a successful architect, right? So what are the other parameters and how the planetary movement is aligned so that a person who's an architect becomes successful. This is a second thing. So in astrology also all the planets together play a role. Astrology में बहुत से लोग कहते हैं अरे हमारा तो Venus is exalted, तो सब कुछ अच्छा ही होगा, या ओहो मेरी तो शनि की दशा है and my Saturn is not so well placed, so it's going to give me all bad results. No, it doesn't happen like this. When we study astrology also, we study in totality all the planets, the nakshatra and the dasha running. So there are various factors and various inputs, उसको basis पे हम एक prediction को देते हैं.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So I never thought that there will be an answer to this question.
There is.
But you seem to be doing a research on it.
Yes,
I mean, this
yes.
is also something very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll ask you a very different question now.
Yeah.
I have not seen too many female Vastu consultants
Yeah.
who are also educated in that science,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And while I may sound a bit biased here, but many people take up these kind of soft sciences
Yeah.
as hobbies,
Yeah.
and then by experience they may sort of end up becoming a professional there,
Correct.
or sometimes it's just convenience also, as
Correct.
the heart truth.
Right.
Do you, as a female professional, or did you, as a female professional, find your journey any different, or did you find that there was a better response from the client because you were a female vastu consultant, या ये चीज matter ही नहीं करी?
नहीं, कई जगह मैटर करी इनफैक्ट there were certain corporates initially, not now, initially when I'm talking initially, I'm talking about good 15 years back. Then the mindset was also different. So if there was a male astrologer, vastu consultant, especially with vastu, male vastu consultant in competition, so the preference was given more to the male. Now I don't know what is the mindset, but now things have really changed, and people are not that gender biased, to be very honest. It's knowledge and the skill set that they see, and women are I'm very happy more women are coming and they are doing well also for themselves, so which is a good progressive change.
Right. And are there any like specific training programs?
Yes, I would rather
courses?
I that's what that's very important. That's an important question, because most of the people I know 80% of them have picked up the subject from here and there, picked up from some book or did some crash course of 3 months or something like that, which doesn't makes you a good professional. Rather you're getting bad name to the subject also. So there are certainly institutions which are giving proper degrees, which are training you properly, and there are a couple of them, and spread all over the country. So my advice to everybody who wants to pursue this as a career is, please learn the subject properly. It's a very interesting subject.
Is it an undergrad course, or
it
these
is
are
like
degree courses?
These are degree courses. Like what I did was a 2-year course. It's a proper 2-year course, right? And after that followed the research classes, right? So research is endless. That's up to you, what all and how much research you want to do. But just the course is minimum is for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a proper course. So, and there are a couple of good teachers in our country. Pretty learned people are there. I've met a lot of them, who are really learned.
An education in the Vedic sciences or something?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, even DU is teaching. In fact, there is Lal Bahadur Shastri University of Vedic Sciences, which teaches all this only: astrology, Karm Kand, Vastu.
What is the biggest challenge that you face when you work on large projects? I mean, as a Vastu consultant.
Okay, so like we talked about practicality and the Vastu aspect, right? So sometimes the clients are very hell-bent on certain things, right, which we wanted this way, and then when we explain them, they're not willing to listen, and then you have to say resort to some kind of remedies, and then they expect some magic to happen. So that is what I tell everybody. You see, it's not magic, it is logic. And when a structure is aligned, it certainly generates good and positive results, but it happens over a period of time. So don't expect that आज वास्तु की और कल कुछ हमारी लॉटरी खुल जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं होता है.
Very nice, very nice. So beautiful. I think I've really enjoyed the conversation.
So have I. Thank you so much.
Very, very. मुझे आपका एक punchline बड़ा अच्छा लगा. Vastu, it's not magic, it's logic.
It is. I'll use it more.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually true.
Yeah.
So, Vastu is something that for an architect, it is like a science which is on the seams, I would say.
Right.
And it's more like a fellow professional with whom you join hands on certain projects.
Correct.
It's not something that is a very intrinsic science to architecture.
Yeah.
Nor is it taught like that, nor is it made to believe like that, which is why usually it depends upon different architects as to how they view this science.
Very true.
And
very
how
true.
they collaborate with it. How open they are, or how just compliant they are.
Correct.
So it completely depends upon that. Recently, for my daughter, in her college, they did a seminar on Vastu.
Acha, that's
very
interesting.
And when I talked to her, she said, I didn't want to attend it.
Acha.
And she's just second year. And I asked her, and I respected her decision. So she said that, I don't want to be, before I learn the right way to design, I don't want to be getting clouded with something which is more belief based, which is more direction based, that because then that will cloud my design thinking.
Yeah.
So what is your take on that?
Okay, so this is a very good point. You said that, in architectural school, Vastu was taught. In fact, IIT Kharagpur was the first one to introduce, Vastu as a part of curriculum for the architects, right? So now, if you see, if institutions like this are approaching, that means there is a logic to hold. And answering to your question, that, just tell her that take it as something, as a helping tool in designing. Right? Don't take it as something which is kind of obstructing her designing sense. Take it as a helping tool. You can really create wonderful designs with,
So
which I'm sure she'll realize once she starts actually using
so
it.
with us, what happened was that during the base education, it was not, it's not taught. Right? But then later on, when you learn about it,
correct.
That's when your own design thinking is mature enough to be able to understand what should be done.
Yes.
And then if you're aware of Vastu as a science also, then you can incorporate those principles as well into your design.
Right.
But for me, I think you cannot start your design with that,
of course,
sort of premise that, okay, you will block out certain options. And then it is more of something that can affect your entire process of design in that sense. So that's a debate. That's a very big debate, actually.
That's why,
how much of it is placebo, how much of it is science.
No, it's absolutely a science, Manu. And that's why, when we work in a project, which we've also done, so the architect also comes, the Vastu person also has an role to play, and the client also, so three together create a project, right? Certainly architect has a bigger role, and Vastu helps as a helping tool. It's not designing actually, but it's a tool, right?
Have you seen any trend in नॉर्थ में ज्यादा लोग वास्तु मानते हैं, साउथ में ज्यादा मानते हैं?
पूरी दुनिया में मानते हैं. I've traveled all over the world.
You work in Africa also,
yes,
right?
Yes. And you won't believe, there also, in fact, I remember
Indians or non-Indians?
Non-Indians. So I remember, when I just started, good 20 years back, and I received a call from somebody in Latvia, and that time it took me 2 minutes to, just think where Latvia exactly is. And when he said, I'm calling from Latvia and we're making a house, and he was very well aware, that the sun rises, the sun is visible just for this many hours, and here is where we want a room, and here is where we want the garage, he was very well aware.
They didn't use the word Vastu?
They did not. They generally use, some of them use feng shui, some of them say it's a part of architecture only, and I remember I did this project in Dubai, and it was a big township, and there again, that architect was also a Russian, and he called me, and he had done all his homework, and he called me and he said, see, our entry is southeast, and we have a waterfall in the southeast, so tell me a remedy.
So does the Western world look at, or does the people outside India, do they look at it as an Indian science, which needs to be, sort of. And is that because they are targeting an Indian occupant?
No, not
kind
exactly.
Of a mindset,
not exactly.
Because they believe in it.
They believe in it. And see, these are energies. They believe in these
so
energies.
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे इजिप्ट में हो गया, या the ancient cultures, आपके यूरोप में certain cultures which are more older cultures, let's say Italy, for example. Do you find that इसमें, especially Egyptian culture में, जैसे they have a sun god Ra, right? So do they have like a parallel science which is
yes. In fact, see, all these olden civilizations, be the Chinese, be the Egyptian, all these, they have their own gods, they have their own system of following, they were also stargazers, they have their own astrology, different names they have given to it, right? Like feng shui is kind of, the way it functions, it is the same as what Vastu functions it is also based on the 5 element
Have you
theory.
Done a study on feng shui as well?
Yes. So when we study Vastu, when I did the Vastu course, feng shui was a part of the syllabus also. We were taught that also,
And this is in India that you did
this
the
is
course.
in India, very much in India, very much in Delhi, and they taught us, what are the similarities and what are different, what is the difference also between both these sciences.
Which was also probably regional, because
absolutely.
Because their latitudes and longitudes are different.
Regional, the climatic condition, when we apply Vastu, that's why I said polarity, but although China is in the northern hemisphere also, but then yes, the climatic condition also plays an important role.
Very interesting. Very
That's why we can't blindly apply Vastu everywhere in the same way that we have been applying.
Actually, this is now my last question, point that I want to actually discuss, and ये अपने आप में पूरा subject है हालांकि. So I do feel that हमारा जो ये पूरा systems हैं which are takeoffs from our Vedas or Vedic sciences, semi-Vedic sciences हैं, they are very deeply astrological and astronomical.
Yes,
And I
absolutely.
think even if you look at temple architecture in
Yeah,
India, you
yeah.
would understand that these guys, the old sort of designers of buildings, the architects, they had a very, very deep understanding of the astronomy.
Yes.
And it is the astronomy which then gave rise to sciences
Astrology,
like
yes.
astrology, like, for
Absolutely.
example, so if you see all these, the kahanis which are there in our traditional,
Yeah.
kathas, you'll find that चंद्रमा के इतने sort of,
I
so उतनी पत्नियां
yeah,
थी, मतलब पत्नियां
right,
थी
right.
means उतने उसके
Nakshatra.
हाँ,
Yeah,
मतलब
yeah,
उसके
yeah,
नक्षत्र थे, and then
yeah.
this one was the closest to
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And so there it's on peripheries
yeah,
that it's
yeah,
more like mythology that you've read and
yeah,
understood, and
yeah, yeah,
oral traditions में जो pass on हुई है.
yeah.
But I think you would agree there that
Absolutely. See, why these mythological stories? The idea was so that you understand the concept better.
Yeah.
Like there are 27 nakshatra, right?
Mm.
Moon gets exalted in Rohini nakshatra.
Yeah.
So the story
So there's
goes
a
there are,
kahani.
that
Yes.
the moon had 27 wives. This Rohini was the favorite because
Yeah.
moon gets exalted. Then he was cursed by their father that you'll diminish. Then he went to Lord and he said, "Nay, please remove this curse." So therefore 15 days the moon is waning and 15 days the moon is waxing.
Yeah.
So so that we understand the concept better. ऐसा actually में ऐसा नहीं हुआ था, but so that we
No, but it
understand it better.
explains the concept so well.
Yes,
The Rohini
yes,
Nakshatra is
yes,
actually the
yes.
closest to the
Yes,
moon, and I
yes.
think 2 times it comes close or something like
Yes.
that, right? I mean, I am not an
Yeah,
astronomer.
yeah. So that Rohini Nakshatra is, where the moon is brightest,
Yeah.
and that is how we link in astrology, that people who are born in Rohini Nakshatra are really attractive people, are, very intelligent. Like Lord Krishna's Nakshatra is Rohini Nakshatra, right? They're good at strategy making. So that is,
And
so,
then moon, of course, has an impact on the water.
absolutely,
Of,
yes,
और ये
yes.
तो सबको पता ही है,
Yes,
high tides,
yes,
मतलब
yes,
that's something
yes.
that is very evident,
Yes,
and our
and
body is made of water.
Absolutely,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
this
So that is what that is. Same thing has an impact on the structure also when you talk about Vastu, right? So
interesting.
yeah,
So where the water bodies are.
Yes, yes, yes,
Amazing.
yes, yes. So this
Thank
is
you
actually
so much for joining in. I think
most
I have
welcome.
totally enjoyed the conversation, and I think this has been a cross between Vastu and astrology and astronomy and mythology and
Yeah, yeah.
so many fields. And I think each one deserves like a whole, I think,
That's
session
what
in
I was
itself.
about to say. That this is a very less time. I can go on and on. There's so much to this subject.
Yes, yes. No, I think it's a good start.
Yeah.
I have totally enjoyed
Thank you
having
so much.
over.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening in on today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have, and I'll see you in the next episode now. Thank you.